up on his hands. So again, I go inside on a double dive pry. I'm prying the inside of his legs. So I started going outside. I backed up. I'm getting heavy chested on him right here. Off the whistle, both hands, make a fist. I'm going right inside his thighs, and I try to straighten my arms. Whenever I straighten my arms, that squeezes his ribs. That's going to help carry him forward. Okay, just like running a spiral, I can't do this from my knee. All right, I got to get on my toes. Like I said, I ride my right leg, so I start on the right side. All right, and I'm going to run my feet out to the right. So off the whistle, double thigh pry, on my toes, get all that weight up on his hands. And I'm just going to slide my boot in. Guys, riding a short leg, I don't need a lace yet. There's certain times for certain moves you need the lace to secure his leg. Just whenever you're throwing it in, you don't need the lace. For one, it pulls your hip down too low. For two, if you lace and he mule kicks, it's going to twist your ankle and pop your leg out. If he mule kicks and I have a short boot in, that's fine. I just keep my heel tight to his thigh. He's not going to get my leg out from here. Okay? Again, it's cross body ride, so my body is laying across it. Now, I'm always looking for my power half. So I always ride with the hook. I always have my hook, because if I have my hook, I can always get to my power half. All right? A lot of guys teach, elbow in the armpit. There's nothing wrong with this. If you're in guillotine and set splits, other things like that, you want your elbow in the armpit. If you don't have your elbow, then I have my hook. That's it. My body doesn't change position, it's just my arms. Okay, either elbow in the armpit or I have my hook. Okay, this first one is just reaction leg riding, reacting to what he does. A lot of times when you throw a leg in, guys are going to try to sit you to your butt. Okay, it's one of the first things a lot of people are taught. What he wants to do is sit in my butt and then get his hips away. Right, get under my leg. But he gets that hip separation, I'm in trouble. So we can't give him time to do that. As soon as he sits me to my butt, he just gave me my power half. It's one of the easiest turns there is. Okay. Getting that weight forward, get my hook, it sits me to my butt. Instantly, you gotta lock it to my chest. We're in that exact same position we were from our crab ride. Driving off that outside leg, do that, and away elbow two. What do I do now? Climb the wall. Exactly. Like I said, this is really similar to that first one. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it, but you got to know it's there. Because a lot of people try to sit you in your butt. One more time. Make sure you're using a good setup. Don't try to get that weight forward. My boot comes in. He sits in my butt. Lock that shoulder to my chest. Driving with my foot. Elbow to the mat. Secure it. Get away. Elbow to it. Okay. High leg up on my elbow. Coming over the top. Elbow to the mat. Here, switch, run. I set him down flat. Okay, so you're really using that hook. Alright? I got my leg in, I'm driving off that toe, kickstand out. I land on my knees, hips up. I lock that shoulder to my chest, big step, I'm gonna arch my back and drive off that leg. Everything happens real quick and it's explosive. Okay? So hips over. His leg, head away, elbow two. That's our power half from breaking him down. Good on that? Now what? Yeah. Forward, in. Bring on top, rock it to my chest. Dropping over. Keeping that shoulder into my chest. Readjust. Get my back points. Side of the wall. I leg over, up on my elbow. I let my bottom leg slide out. I just slide over. I'm squeezing him in between my thighs here. Again, keeping my arms straight. Posting on my wrist. Fall off the wall, elbow all the way to the mat. This keeps me chest to chest. I'm going to switch my hip. Lift, run. Set him down flat. Really winging down with that arm around his head. Making it hard for him to breathe. Everything has to be tight. Got it? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Almost always, like I said, I have my hook. A lot of the time I'm riding my power half. Even if I'm having trouble breaking it down, whatever, I'll try to drive off my toe and break it over, whatever. But because I ran my power half so much, I had a lot of guys start rolling, or they they just wing down and try to stop the power half. So we've got to be a good partner on this one. Bottom man, you're going to wing down all the way to your shoulder. So wing down all the way to your shoulder. Okay? So when they wing down hard or they roll, this will work. He's trying to take all my weight comes over his left shoulder, the side I have a power half on. And what I got to do with my legs is carry his hips over his right shoulder. So think of it like a V. He's taking me this way. I want his hips to go the other way, over the other shoulder. So the side I power half, he wings down to his shoulder. Here, he's going to look away from it. Okay, don't hurt your neck. He looks away, it's like you look away from a half and peel it off. He wings down and looks away. I'm going to look the opposite way. Okay? I'm going to look away from him, and I usually hit the side of my head. Guys, just to get your neck short, shrug. Don't have a long neck to get your face planted in the mat. It doesn't feel good. Get your neck short, and I look away. And as soon as he goes, it's hard to do slow because you use his momentum to carry him over. But without the momentum, I got to use my toe to help. Okay, so my foot that's in is not lacing. Like I said, if I lace, I can't drive off that toe. It's on the mat. Now all I'm going to do is try to kick my right shoulder. I want to take him over that opposite shoulder. So I'm just going to high leg back, and it's like a scorpion kick. I'm going to kick over my shoulder. I'm going to high leg, and then my other leg carries his hips, and high legs also. So up. One time, kind of quick, he wings down, drive. I just jump his hips over and take him straight to his back. Right here, head away, elbow two. Now slow. Cranking my power half and he wings down. Here, whoop. Stop there, you're good. Guys, like I said, to get some extra momentum, I'm going to drive off my toe with my leg that's in. So he goes down, here. I'm going to drive off that toe, I just kick over my right shoulder, and then my other leg follows. I got to drive it first. So I drive, kick, kick. High leg, jumping his hips right in my lap. I secure it, head away, elbow to me, then what do? Climb the wall, finish him. You got some kids that like to roll over that shoulder. Okay, he rolls, it's the same thing. I just carry his hips over the other way. Landing in my power half. One more time. Remember, he's winging down the side on power half. He's trying to get my weight's going that way. I got to carry his hips the opposite way, like a V. Okay, the other side of that V is where I'm taking his hips. So I kick my leg to get his hips going that way. I'm just redirecting his hips. Okay, so he wings down, drive off my toe, redirect his hips, right over into my lap. Right. All I do is go to my knees. I'm going to cross face him. Okay? So this is when they stay on their base and just wing down or try to roll. A lot of kids are taught to roll. Try to stick your face in the mat. You got to stay tight, keep your head down, and this will work. But you're not just rolling sideways. He takes his shoulder down, and like I said, a lot of you are still lacing. You're lacing, then you can't drive off that toe. My toe stays on the mat. My right leg gets in. It's a short boot. My toe's on the mat so I can drive off of it. He brings this shoulder down. I'm trying to go over my right shoulder. My legs are what carry his hips. So my free leg goes first. I drive off my toe, and then my leg gets in follows. Okay? I'm not rolling across my back. Alright? And it's just not enough time to, figure everything out right now. There's something y'all can play with. And like I said, once I got that down and kind of figured it out, playing around with it, just rolling around the room, and I started killing chops. So I cross over on this one, and I catch a cross wrist. Now you can end up in a cross wrist, just, he hit a stand up in your hand fight. I have my cross wrist. Anytime I have my cross wrist, this is there. My right hand has the cross wrist because I ride my right leg. Okay? So if you ride your left leg, you're going to want your left hand to have the cross wrist. Just like he was on the mat, I put my leg in. Here. Okay? First, I have a cross wrist. I'm going to feed in my hook. If I have my hook, I can get to what? Power half every time. Okay? I'm just going to step around, leg in. I'm going to back trip to the far knee. Now I'm just sagging everything back straight to my butt. Okay? Now the key is I can't keep the cross wrist all the way to the mat. As soon as he starts falling, I release the cross wrist, and I come over the top to my power half, taking my elbow straight to the mat. Alright, so he stood up, I get to my cross wrist, I feed my hook in. Once I get my hook, I come back over, step around, watch out. I fall, I back trip his far knee, sag to my butt on the way down, I release, come over the top, and he lands in my power half. Okay? My leg's already in. My leg's in, and I just trip. And on the way down, I just secure it. He stands up, get my cross wrist, I feed my hook in. There, I step around, back trip that far knee, sag, sag, release. Come over the top, finish with your power half, elbow to the mat. Head away, elbow to me. Find the wall, finish it. Just a different version, but it's the same move. If you like claws, I like a lot of claws. I'll end up in this position a lot. So he stands up, I come out in front to my claw. Okay? The same thing as if I had the cross wrist. My claw has to release on the way down. But if I have my claw, all I do is hook the outside of his elbow. Stepping around, sagging on the way down, the claw releases. And I'm just going to come over his armpit. Okay, I don't really land in a power half. I just have a hook on his elbow and an armpit. Then I can readjust once I'm on the mat. So you can play with them both, see if you like them. Cross wrist, hook, and then claw, just hooking the elbow. So one more time with that claw. Step to the front, get my claw. I'm just going to move my hand out to hook his elbow. Step around, back trip, sag, sag. Come over the top, pull his arm.